This is a presentation of OCAmedia Sports. OCAmedia Sports presents Friday Night Live. Tonight, the Oregon Panthers take on the DeForest Norskies. Welcome to a live broadcast of WIAA Division II Girls Varsity Basketball. Thank you for tuning in, whether you're at home watching on your cable television via Spectrum, or if you're anywhere in the world on YouTube. We welcome you all into this broadcast. I'm Sean Bull. I will be joined here shortly by Travis Anderson, and you're watching a live presentation of OCAmedia Sports. Tonight's live stream of this WIAA regional playoff game between the Oregon Panthers and the DeForest Norskies is made possible by the Oregon Boosters Club. OCAmedia would not be able to bring you this WIAA playoff game live without additional support from the boosters and all of our generous sponsors. Our partnerships with local clubs and businesses continue to grow and allows OCAmedia to live stream Panther athletic events each year. Please consider joining Oregon Boosters Club by supporting OCAmedia programming. Go to OCAmedia.com, drop us a note. Thank you. It's the postseason, folks. Tonight, the girls start on a long road which could end in the state tournament. The Badger North Conference has sent down a worthy opponent to face them. But first, let's recap the end of last season. The girls' last game was here against Fort Atkinson. Okay, wait. Last Thursday was Valentine's Day. In addition to senior night, all the Panthers were all about sharing the love. It was a low-scoring game. No player scored more than 9 points, but everyone got time on the court. This was especially true of the outgoing senior class, who started both halves and were given plenty of time to show off one last time. That game ended with Oregon 45, Fort Atkinson 26. The Panthers ended the regular season at 14 wins to 8 losses overall and 8-6 in conference play, which ties them for 4th place with the Watertown Goslings. As is appropriate as a start to the playoffs, DeForest's record is very similar to Oregon's. This is impressive, considering that the Badger North is even more competitive than it has been in the past years, and more competitive, arguably, than the Badger South. Since the North added Beaver Dam a few years ago, the other teams have pretty much had to fight over second place, and DeForest is right up there. They ended the season tied for second with Reedsburg after a Valentine's Day win over Baraboo. The Norskies' win over the Thunderbirds went much like the Panthers game that night. So, with that, folks, we are just seconds away from getting this game started. I'm excited. We got the Oregon girls ready to go. And, yeah. For those of you who are just tuning in or are infrequent viewers, the Oregon girls will be wearing their usual home jerseys of white with the orange trim tonight. The DeForest Norskies look like they've abandoned their usual purple for a nice, sleek, modern black trim. And so you can tell them apart on the court. We'll turn this over to Jim now for the introduction of the players and the national anthem.
Semifinal girls basketball game between the DeForest Norskies and the Oregon Panthers. DeForest High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of Oregon Athletics Administrator Mike Carr, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy tonight's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem. And now here are tonight's starting lineups for the DeForest Norskies. Starting at forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 5, Grace Roth. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 15, Bryn Smith. Starting at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 21, Sam Schaefer. At forward, a 5'11" junior, number 23, Megan Mickelson. And at forward, a 5'10" senior, number 33, Aaliyah Grundall. The Norskies are coached by Jerry Schwen. And now for the Oregon Panthers. Starting at guard, a 5'5" junior, number 10, is it Peterson. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 11, Jenna Stats. Starting at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 15, Caitlin Shrimp. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 32, Liz Ewell. And at forward, a 6' senior, number 33, Sedona Roberts. The Panthers are coached by Adam Wamsley.
And we're just about to get started, folks. Sean Bold here now with Travis Anderson for OCAmedia Sports. How you doing tonight, Travis?
Good, Sean. I'm underdressed for the occasion, but...
Yeah, they already got done with pointing the camera at us for the first half,
That's
so
good.
I think you're okay.
As I saw you, I was like, I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I know. But, although, you're kind of... you could almost blend in with the bench down there, all those orange warm-up jerseys.
Look at these on even tonight.
Nice. The shoes orange as well.
Yep, for those of you at home, orange shoes. Playoff game, so I figured I've got to come prepared.
Why not? Oregon wins the tip-off, and they're starting it right out.
Yep. As LeBron said the other night, playoff mode activated, so the team's got theirs activated, I'm activated. So You know, the ozone's activated.
Speaking of recent basketball events, you think we're going to see any shoes tear in half?
Dude, that was something I've watched basketball since 1990. I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just completely just split. Decided it wanted to stop being a shoe for a little while.
Right. Never saw that happen. And, of course, you know what happens to, like, the prime time, like, the premier player everyone's there to see.
Right, right.
And everything.
Yeah, hopefully no incidents like that tonight.
Yep.
After no score, the Norskis are back on attack, but Caitlin Shrimp grabs the ball down for the Panthers.
Sedona Roberts looks like she's going to have her hands full again tonight. She, in that box out, the one, you know, physical down low, she ended up on the ground already, so every game she's always got the toughest assignment from the other team.
It seems like that's how it works out, yeah. She's Oregon's number 33 is matched up against number 33 from DeForest, Aaliyah Grundahl, who actually is the Badger North's highest averaging scorer for the year.
Oh, okay.
So that's something to think about at least.
Yep. They set the screen. Ewell going to roll the middle. Remember she pulls up on those. Passed it up. Panthers looking to set something up here. Ewell being patient with it. And then lets it go for three and knocks it down. As soon as I say being patient with it, steps right into it and knocks it down.
Well, she had the look.
Yeah,
that was
like,
flawless.
She's like, that's enough from you up there. I'm taking it. Yeah, she had a good look at it, so it's not that she forced it or anything. It's just good D by the Panthers. Shrimp with the rebound, absorbs the contact, gets the foul call.
You know, Travis, it's probably good for everyone involved that the players don't have instant access to all of our commentary.
Yeah, it's good that I'm not, like, mic'd up through the broadcast.
Right.
Though that would be fun. You should can we do that? Would you be able to do that for the alumni tournament? I would enjoy that immensely if you could.
Just to get the live television commentary from me?
Yep. Especially because, I mean, it's, you know, there's nothing at stake, really. It's just, you know, for fun. So.
Right.
Izzy Peterson in the lane.
You don't have any, like, resentful alumni that think they could have gone pro or anything like that?
No, I think it's pretty clear on to all of us.
Okay.
All right. DeForest pushing the ball up the court. Panthers getting back on defense. Everyone closing out right now. DeForest takes it in. Nice finishing. Stats got a little late on the rotation over, and by the time she closed out, the DeForest player put the ball on the floor, went right to the rim, got around her. We didn't seal the baseline on that one. Stats for three. Stuck in the rim.
Yeah, that'll come to DeForest off the alternating possession. The rare jam. How are they going to do it? All right. It looks like the refs are going to elect to throw another basketball at it. Not the first time. Not the second. Third time's the charm.
If they need to send me down there to get it, I can always get it out for them. So.
It's always interesting to see how we improvise and solve problems here in the in the ozone. I would have thought they would have gone for a large stick, but none were at hand. Grundahl up for two, and she's got it.
So did Oregon play DeForest at all this season at all?
No, they have not.
Okay.
I actually I didn't go back and look at past seasons, but DeForest is not often an opponent that Oregon has to face.
I see. Tip from behind. Ewell loses it. Panthers getting back, though. With Sedona with the nice tip. Comes down with the steals, looking for it. Just got a little too ahead of herself there. Had Ewell out on the wing, kind of threw it behind the right shoulder. Out of bounds, going back to DeForest. .32 here to go here in the first half. Oregon down one. Izzy Peterson picking it up at half court. They're going to call for a, I didn't see where it was, but they picking up. DeForest going to get called for the foul. I didn't see it. I'm assuming it's some sort of illegal screen, something like that.
Yeah.
Number 4, Katie Isley checking in here for the Panthers.
Roberts throws it into Peterson. And yeah, the Panthers getting right back in it. Almost 4 minutes already elapsed, but you know, this is the sort of thing I was expecting, Travis. The teams are pretty evenly matched, so
Yep.
I don't think we're going to get a shootout, really. It's just going to be a battle where both teams are going to be grinding for every point they can get.
Yep, tough in like playoffs, evenly matched team. And no one wants to go home early yet this time of year.
No, no.
We've been saying all season long this Panther team has the ability to compete with any team, but they go in these stretches sometimes where a little hard for them to score. So hoping that we can get on the board a little bit more here early, get things rolling. I don't want to see the Panthers dig themselves into a little bit of a hole here early. You just worry with the pressure in this kind of game. You don't want to tighten up at all. Just play your game.
Shrimp passes off to Ewell, who's going to take it from 3, and that one's going to go short.
Short. I thought Sedona was going to come up with it. Got tipped out from behind. Everyone getting back on defense. Gave up a 3 open on the wing. Oregon and label. Oh, no. Sedona's going to pick up the foul.
Oregon fouls Sedona Roberts for first, team's first. Taylor Shumper at the line, shooting 2.
Taylor Shumper sinks her first free throw. And the second one's going to be good as well. With 5 minutes elapsed now, and the Panthers still only 1 score.
Yeah, DeForest sitting in the 2-3 zone right now. Oregon's got to look to feed that ball into the middle.
Liz Ewell tried to take it there herself, but just too much pressure. Katie Isley comes back up with it. And Sedona's going to kick it off for another shot. Liz Ewell on the inside.
Just couldn't quite get it. I think there's a lid on the basket right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't here before the game, Sean, to see if you were up to anything. So
Yeah, maybe I put it on the wrong side.
yeah, you were planning for the second half. And Peterson with the nice move inside, just unable to finish. I don't know if they're going to call that. They're going to call that off, Caitlin Shrimp. All right, Peyton Spildy and Carly Roberts checking in here for the Panthers. Izzy Peterson and Liz Ewell going to take a seat.
Compy passes over to Schaefer. And from the outside, number 11.
They're going to call foul on number 14. Oh, no, they're going to call out of bounds. Okay. Thought they were calling Spildy for the foul, but I'm glad they let that one go.
Isley tries to get it into Roberts, but a lot of competition for hands from the DeForest team.
Good defense by Spildy, sliding her feet, absorbing the contact, not drawing the foul though. Stay straight up with those hands. Shrimp for 3, knocks it down. Good looking shot. You know, those last couple games we called for her outside shot was struggling a little bit, so it's good to see her first attempt just knocked down like that.
And just like that, Oregon's tied back up with DeForest. Holes in the ozone starting to fill in here. You know, I think the game started a little earlier than the students were used to, but
normally it's a 7:15 tip-off tonight, 7 o'clock tip-off.
Right. There's no JV game to wait for anymore.
Yeah. Good job by the Panthers securing that rebound. Shrimp looking in the corner. Peyton Spildy comes up with it. Good mid-range knockdown there to give the Panthers the lead with 10 minutes to go here. That's a tough matchup inside right there. She got a good position on Peyton Spildy, couldn't recover.
Spildy takes the long pass over to Roberts. Schrempf again from the outside, and she's got it.
Downtown. Have to get my Kevin Harlan voice from downtown.
Got to be careful if you sound too good. Some of those phrases are copyrighted.
Are they really? I should.
I don't know if that one is specifically, but it's the last thing we need. We get all the we get the special sponsor from Oregon Boosters to be able to do the state tournament, and then all that money goes right back when we have to pay a copyright lawsuit. And there goes Katie Isley.
Top of the key three right now, working for the Panthers. If that's there, that's two. The student section picking up right now. Let's go. Well, they stood up, but they're not really saying anything else. But I think the standing up alone is going to be intimidating for this DeForest Norski team. Right now, 14-8. They've got them on their heels.
You know, if only they were allowed to, sit in the end. That would be better, right?
Yep.
All those bleachers right on the end.
Under there. Yeah, it's sitting on the side. And DeForest staying strong, 14-10, 8 minutes to go. Hit another bucket here. This team's not going away either.
Megan Mickelson putting up a couple in a row. Sedona called for the travel.
She got just a little bit ahead of herself there. I was getting excited too. She was about to get that layup basket right there, and just left that foot up before the ball got down. Oregon with some substitutions here. Brooklyn Kane seeing her first action of the night. Peterson and Ewell checking back in. Oh, that missed assignment for the Panthers down low there. Subs kind of came in, kind of lost themselves on that one. Roberts with a nice feed.
Spilby back to Kane unable to bring it down.
Panthers getting back on D right now. It's going to go off to Forrest. Panthers going to get possession of the ball back with a 2-point game right now. Stats checking back in for Oregon.
Ewell cuts back to Peterson.
Brooklyn Kane doing a good job getting herself open right at the free throw line. Another three.
This one from Ewell goes short again.
Going to go off Ewell's leg. She did a good job following her shot, getting the rebound. Just couldn't hold on to the ball with the contact.
Maggie Trouch leading it off for the Norskis. Mickelson on the near side. Back over to Trouch with the long pass. Trouch to Grundahl, fighting with Ewell, and Liz is going to get called for that, I think.
Yep. Got a little too aggressive.
Grundahl opts for the long pass.
It's just a tough shot. Kane did a good job staying up and down, not picking up the foul. Make him make the shot. She was able to finish it. Ewell finding a good hole in the middle. Kane's there. And the finish. Tough basket. I was a little worried she was getting a little too deep into a lot of tall arms above her, but she found a spot, went up with it, and knocked it down. Got a chance to convert the and one. What do they call it? The original three-point play? I don't know if you remember that back in the day.
Yeah, okay. Kane's free throw, unsuccessful. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. The Norskis back on the attack. Bryn Smith leading it off, and
it felt weird covering the boys' game without you last week. I was
looked like an exciting game, though.
Double overtime game for the
really?
boys. Yeah.
Oh man, I have to go back and watch that. I just saw the stats afterward, and I was shocked to see that. But wow.
Ewell pulls up for three, coming up short.
Grundahl grabs it down.
Stats comes down with the rebound. Peterson with it. Coach Walmsley going to get a timeout for the Panthers here in the first half. Panthers with a 2-point lead. 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, we want to remind you folks that tonight's live stream of this WIAA regional playoff game between the Oregon Panthers and the DeForest Norskis is made possible by the Oregon Boosters Club. OCAmedia would not be able to bring you this WIAA playoff game live without additional support from our generous sponsors. Our partnerships with local clubs and businesses continue to grow, and they allow OCAmedia to live stream more Panther athletics events each year. Please consider joining the Oregon Booster Club by supporting OCAmedia programming. Go to OCAmedia.com and drop us a note. Thank you. Yeah, it's really cool that we get to do some of the postseason.
Yeah, this is fun stuff. I don't remember Oregon getting a chance to do this in the past. So,
yeah,
I can't blame the Booster Club. I appreciate the Booster Club for helping us out, but we've got a lot of talent up here in the announcer booth. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's cool for the players and all the families at home and everything to get to watch the team. You got family members that either live out of state or just they can't make it to the games. Now they get to see the regular season, see the team advance here in the postseason. This is exciting stuff.
Yeah, and hey, as long as they keep winning, you might get a much extended girls basketball season.
Yep. Peterson coming up short, hits the deck. I think she hit her head on the floor hard on that one.
Looks like she's walking it off. Gets
she's
herself
all right.
going a little bit. She's going to get checked out on the side, though. Caitlin Shrimp subs in for her. Vanessa Goltz also now on the court.
Now Gold's checking in for the first time out here.
Grundahl driving in right around Sedona Roberts, but
good tie up there. Roberts did a good job staying with her without picking up that foul. That's always like a big thing, and it's hard to get people, especially younger players, to do is stay straight up without leaning in so you don't pick up that foul.
Right.
But yeah, you missed a full house against Stoughton that
Oh, I
night.
bet. I bet it was packed.
It's the second level over there had people in it.
Really?
Yeah, it was youth night too, so the youth
Oh,
that bench
okay.
was full.
Sure.
Double overtime game. With shots hitting off the rims in overtimes, like each at the end of it, and then Panthers closing it out. And then even like the Stoughton players getting heated and pushing the Oregon players after the game and stuff,
man.
and having to be separated. So there's
Well, yeah, that's the first time they've beaten Stoughton in, well, is it
been a while.
years?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it had been a while. I know they beat them twice this year. Yeah. So they beat them
Oh.
in Stoughton and
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
And so I also heard through the grapevine, I'm sure it happens at every game, but, through social media, like Stoughton, there was talking between the teams.
I'm sure, yeah.
So the little extra emotion was on the line.
Stoughton and their fans are generally, I can say that they're mean.
Yeah.
Back when I was in high school, at least, the fans used to have a chant, "Where's your Culvers?" It hurts, you know?
Oh, yeah, that stings. That stings.
Now in for Oregon, Carly Roberts.
Yeah, a little more relaxed atmosphere tonight, despite the playoffs. There's not a whole lot of animosity between the Norskis and the Panthers. Mickelson on the inside again.
Tough matchup for Caitlin Shrimp down there. She kind of just bodied Shrimp out of the way. The top of the key three was working. Panthers made some subs, got away from what was going for them. They got to go back to attacking. Roberts going to get hit for the travel. She really likes to try to attack that rim. Got herself in a lot of trouble on that drive there. There was nowhere to go. Panthers didn't have anyone below the bat. Basically, but against the zone, you want to try to get someone below the block down there. They didn't have anyone below the block for her to kick it to, so her only option was to kick it back out. Against the zone, ends up being unnecessary. She should have just swung it.
Roth inside to Grundahl. Trouch for three.
Knockdown. So DeForest now going to take a 3-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go here. This first half is just flying by.
Yeah, less than 3 minutes already.
Isley now with it. So.
And just like that, with one score, DeForest is pulling ahead of the Panthers a little bit.
Yeah. Oregon's kind of running through the motions a little bit on offense right now. DeForest shut it down. Might have been a travel on that one. Roberts with a nice rebound behind the back, pushing it up the court. This is where the Panthers are at their best. In motion. Shrimp takes it, absorbs the contact on the head. No call, that's all right. Get back on defense. 1 point game, minute and a half to go here. Panther student section standing up. Again, we're going with the intimidation tactic. We're going to stand up to instigate fear in the other opponent. All right. Carly Roberts now up top, kicks it over to Vanessa Goltz. I'd like to see the Panthers. You can tell they've been coached. Okay, go through the middle against this zone. But they're kind of just going through it to go through it. Now they're really getting themselves open when they're doing it. That's a big three from Carly Roberts. She's excited about that. That's what you like to see. Step up and hit the big shot. 21-19, a minute to go.
Yeah, that was a nice move for the Panthers. Puts them ahead, gives them a little to work with less than a minute left to play in the half.
Oh, they're going to hit Sedona with the foul down there.
I didn't even I wasn't looking at her. Were you?
You know, I was, but I didn't see a foul. The kind of, I mean, if you want to call it a contact, I mean, yeah. Was there a foul there? I don't think so, but what are you going to do? I think that's Sedona's second, though, so we got to watch that. Coach Walmsley leaving her in, though. I'd worry about getting that third foul, but got to trust your seniors at this point not to pick up that third foul. Caitlin Shrimp kind of got herself out of position. She was trying to go. I understand what she was doing. She was fronting the post, but she didn't have any backside help on it. So as soon as the DeForest player sealed, she fortunately was in deep water on that one. As Rasheed Wallace used to say, ball don't lie, though. So Sedona Roberts and Isley, Katie Isley, going to take a seat here. Peyton Spildy and Liz Ewell going to check in for the last 26 seconds here in the first half. DeForest knocks down the second one. Oregon going to hold here for the final shot. We got a 1-point lead. Panthers need to attack now. It's going to just be a heave.
Ewell goes for it, but it's going to bounce.
Off the front of the rim. Got a good look at it. End of the first half here. Oregon 21, DeForest 20. So, Sean, what did you think of that first half here?
Well, it's about what we expected overall. You know, Oregon, DeForest, like I said, very much evenly matched. Emerging here. Oregon having quite a bit of success outside the arc.
Yep.
You know, very few overall. Well,
yeah, Shrimp
six points from within.
Because Shrimp had 2 threes. Roberts had a 3, and Isley had a 3.
Yeah,
so that's 12 points right there.
Yeah.
And I might be missing something.
Liz Ewell had 1 as well,
okay.
and
that's right.
Shrimp actually had 2.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of that. You know, as far as the Norskis go, it seems like Sedona's doing a pretty good job clamping down on Aaliyah Grundahl. You know, number 33's only got 4 points on this whole night so far. You know, she's averaging 15. So that's something to consider, is that she's really not having a whole lot to do. However, Megan Mickelson, number 23, is really picking up the slack. Anytime she gets within 5 feet of the basket, she's in a dangerous position to score.
Yeah, she's definitely taking advantage of her size right now. Last couple possessions where she scored, she was able to basically kind of seal off Caitlin Shrimp.
Well, with that, folks, we are going to turn it over to a little quick commercial break. We're not going anywhere. We've got another exciting half of basketball left, so don't go anywhere either. We'll be back in a few minutes after this word from our sponsors. You're watching OCAmedia Sports.
This program is made possible with the funding from our generous sponsors. Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, the Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. The Oregon School District, actively building competence, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonBoosters.com for details. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Torhorst Insurance, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Sonny's Kitchen, serving great coffee, delicious home-cooked meals, and award-winning desserts. Located in the heart of Oregon. Oregon Tax and Accounting, serving the Oregon community since 2001. See Jim for all your small business and personal tax services. Firefly Coffee House and Artisan Cheese in the heart of downtown Oregon. Offering fresh bakery, daily lunch specials, soup and salads, along with hand-selected small batch Wisconsin cheese. Please visit our sponsors and be sure to thank them for supporting OCAmedia sports broadcasts of Panther Athletics. We'd love to have you as a sponsor. Drop us a note at ocamedia.com. You are watching Panther Athletics on OCA Media. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Send us your game day photos. Use hashtag OCA Game Day.
I'm Dr. Aaron Schwab. I'm a general surgeon at Stoughton Hospital. GERD, or gastroesophageal reflux disease, is when stomach contents abnormally flow from the stomach back into the esophagus, and this can cause symptoms like heartburn, chest pain, and regurgitation. The LINX device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Hospital. Trusted care close to home.
At Oregon Community Bank, our purpose for over 38 years has been to serve our customers. Our goal is to help them improve their financial lives with innovative banking products and services, coupled with unparalleled customer service. Doing banking the right way, bringing our skills and expertise to improve the financial stability to individuals and businesses is how we have grown. We call this Feel Good Banking. So give us a call. Drop into one of our convenient branches or connect online at OregonCommunityBank.com. Feel good about banking again.
I love being an orthopedic surgeon because I can help people improve their lives. My name is Ashish Raval. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Stoughton Hospital and the Ortho Team Clinic. My specialty is sports medicine, focusing specifically on the care of the shoulder, hip, and knee. So the goal for me is always to see patients who want to get back to their active lifestyle. The techniques that I use now allow patients to return back to their activities, including sports, faster than ever before.
hydration station.
Thank you for the new soccer bags.
This program is made possible with the funding from our
Welcome back, folks. I hope you enjoyed that commercial break, that word from our sponsors. I'm Sean Bull here with Travis Anderson, and you're watching OCAmedia Sports. Tonight it's the playoffs. We just saw the first half of the Oregon girls Panthers basketball team versus the DeForest Norskies. This is the first round, the regionals. And from here,
the 1 point lead here. Not much separating them. Surprisingly, Oregon is coming out tonight hitting I think we counted 5 3-pointers, which is uncharacteristic for this team, but it's exciting to see.
It absolutely is.
So the success that they're having with it, hopefully they can stick with it with this zone defense that DeForest is in, and this is
about in half where the Norskies will be starting it off. Yeah, if the Panthers win tonight, there will be a sectionals game next Saturday afternoon.
Nice.
Of course, so that's all kind of dependent on what happens. Who knows who they'll be playing.
Does that happen here? I don't know how that system works. So.
Yeah, well, they think it'll happen here if they win. So
okay.
We'll see, I guess.
Ewell taking it to the rim, draws the foul. Thought it was going to drop, didn't there? Yeah, that explains why. I know I talk about the alumni tournament all the time, but that explains why we were originally scheduled here, got bumped to the other gym. So I'm hoping.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather have us get bumped and have the Panthers keep going at this point. It's much more exciting than some old guys playing. So Ewell, this is the front end of the two here. She's going to step up and knock this second one down. They'll stretch this lead out to 2. Just like that, right down the middle. Give a shout out to Brandon up in La Crosse watching. He messaged me at the half that he was watching the game, cheering the Panthers on. So
it's always good to hear from people near and far watching our live streams.
Yep. Sedona comes down with the rebound, had a good box out. She's looking for it, pushing it up. Stats going to the rim. There we go. That works. Whatever we got to do, get some buckets, finishes out at the rim.
DeForest looking to come right back. Sedona Roberts with a nice block.
Yep. Panthers doing a good job just staying straight up and down. Do not pick up any of those ticky-tack fouls when reaching in. Sedona's got her hands full down there. Panthers got to crash, help her out a little bit down there. Ewell with the strong take, couldn't get it. Sedona again coming up strong with a rebound. Ewell fighting for it, comes up. Good finish. Turnover. That last possession, I was having a hard time articulating myself other than fighting for a ball right there.
And just like that, Oregon is up 6 points over the Norskies, and that's going to elicit a timeout from the Norskies head coach.
That's what you like to see. Oregon doing a good job staying straight up and down, though. There's a couple times Oregon got a little lucky. There were some opportunities right in front of the basket. No one on Oregon was crashing down to help. So Sedona had two bigs down there that she was having to deal with on her own. So something to keep an eye on. We really got to help her out a little bit down there.
Yeah, still it worked out so far. Yeah. 1 minute and 40 seconds elapsed so far. We've got some other shout-outs here. We have been informed that some people from Florida are watching. So thank you for tuning in. Joe, Chris, Gary, and Mary Kay from Florida. We'd love to have you all watching from near and far on the OCAmedia live stream.
Yep, we appreciate all the support, everyone tuning in. I see all the views on the YouTube channel, so you know, I'm always just curious, who is everyone that's tuning in to watch us? So. It's fever pitch here in the ozone tonight. I can just feel the intensity, Sean. Everyone's fired up right now.
Yeah, we've pretty much filled in the stands at this point.
Yep.
Nice sized crowd tonight.
DeForest player a little frustrated, getting a little emotional. She's lucky she didn't get teed up right there throwing the ball. I mean, it wasn't much, but still. So if you're the Panthers right now, yeah, there's... Looked for it, wasn't there. All right, got to get back on defense. Three's open in the corner, good closeout.
And a long shot. Schaefer rattles it in.
Those are one of those things you just get a roll and it drops. Panthers, you know, doing a good job boxing out that last possession, gave up an opportunity, and then they were late on a couple of rotations over. So something to keep an eye out here for the Panthers. Giving up these second, third chances. Got to take those away. Then on the offensive end, we've got to be aggressive right now. I'm a little concerned about that. Ewell's going to step up for three. That's going to come off. Sedona staying with it. Stats finishing strong. There it is. Take it to the rim. Good things happen. Got to close out. Someone's got to get out on that. Everyone getting on the floor.
Diving for it and passes it off.
Stats with a nice sellout. And draws the contact on the other end. Shrimp going to go to the line, shooting for two. Referee asking the camera crew to slide over a little bit. Not sure what that's about. The hustle. Stats hustling. Stats definitely has playoff mode activated right now. She's getting on the floor again for that. She's able to draw the ball out of bounds off DeForest. Oregon's going to keep possession of the ball after Shrimp unable to convert on those two free throws.
Shrimp gets it over to Peterson, and Panthers still having some trouble finding holes in this zone.
Panthers struggling on offense. They're taking a lot of contested shots here right now. And Ewell lucky she didn't just pick up another foul right now. So, body on that one. Panthers calling for pressure defense right now. I like this. We saw them do a lot of this early in the season, and they haven't as much. Liz Ewell got to step in front on that one. Giving up that player is able to go coast to coast for DeForest. Stats for three. It's coming a little short. Shrimp pulls down the rebound. Got an opportunity here. Cross court skip, nice find by Stats to Peterson in the corner, just off the mark right there. Panthers again on the penetration like that. That's got to step in front and just take it. I think Shrimp's a little frustrated with herself on that one. Did not finish that play. Oregon holding on to a 1-point lead, 28-27, 13-10 to go. Ewell from deep. That was deep, but it had good rotation, so it dropped in. Nice to see that. She's not afraid to let it go tonight.
No.
Good defense right there. Coach Wamsley going to make a substitution. Katie Isley checking in for Caitlin Shrimp. Carly Roberts checking in for Izzy Peterson.
Yeah, the Panthers have not been afraid to just take some shots when there is, defenders in the way, whatever. The problem is they don't often have their own teammates there to get those second chances.
Oh, we're going to call Jenna Stats. That's the third time Jenna Stats has hit the deck here in the second half, but she's keeping the Panthers just bringing the energy right now. Yeah. Just piggybacking off what you're saying, we were talking about it. The Panthers are not getting an open look. Liz Yule's being aggressive, but all these shots we're taking right now are contested. DeForest and defensive rebounding continue to be a real struggle here for the Panthers. Kane goes over to Roberts.
Roberts, another high shot from the corner. That one not as successful as her last one, but Stats is there to follow up.
Yes, that's her shot tonight. All season long we've been calling Jenna Stats from the corner or wing three, and tonight it's been the pick up the rebound, take it to the rim, and finish.
And why not, Travis? The Panthers need more of that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm enjoying seeing these threes drop, but as far as getting an open look, it's continuing to be an issue. So if we can get it to the rim, that's clearly they're finding a hole, so there's an opportunity there.
If you're just tuning in for the second half, we'd like to inform you that funding for tonight's special broadcast of the postseason and next week's broadcast of the boys' game is provided by the Oregon Boosters Club. So definitely thank you so much to the Boosters for making all this possible to keep the Panther season going and bring the games out to the world through OCAmedia. We love our partnership with all of our sponsors, and so if you'd like to help us do this, stuff like this in the future and keep expanding, go to OCAmedia.com and drop us a note. We'd love to have your support. Thank you so much.
Panthers right now on defense.
Norskies throw it up.
Katie Isley got beats in that rotation, unfortunately. DeForest knocks down a big shot.
Maggie Trouch with the ultimate fadeaway all the way down into the floor.
Isley made her pay for that shot. Got her on the closeout with a little bit of contact. Spildy can't quite pull that one in.
Ultimately grabbed down by Spildy. The Panthers back in it, just leading by a point now.
Yep, I know. The Panthers' defensive rebound is giving me anxiety right now, Sean. Spildy working hard for that inside position right there. Draws the foul. Good job for her staying active, trying to seal.
Number 15, Bryn Smith for DeForest picks up a foul. Panthers reset. Katie Isley working her way around the far side.
Oh, that's a dangerous
intended
pass
for Shrimp.
Shrimp runs it down. Shrimp should be able to has a matchup here. I couldn't tell. There might have been the lane probably was closing on that one.
Yeah, the Shrimp had a lot of competition there. Hard to run it. Roberts goes for it instead.
Yeah, Roberts and Shrimp, we're used to seeing them kind of slicing through the lane or sealing with the left and getting to the rim, and we're not seeing that tonight. So DeForest is doing a good job taking away what we're used to seeing with the Panthers. You know, without those early threes from Oregon might find themselves in a hole right now, but instead, hey, we got 10 minutes to go. Oregon with a 1-point lead. Nice pump fake. Good look, just couldn't close it out. Tough rebound there by DeForest. Stay straight up. You got full. Tough shot. That's what you like. We had 3 Panther players right there, so I was feeling good about getting that rebound when DeForest knocks down a big shot. Carly's taking the contact. Comes right back up with it. She's got to find. I don't know what that signal is.
Huh.
I'm stumped on that one, Sean. I don't know what that is. The one referee blew the whistle, threw both thumbs up in the air rapidly, blew his whistle, which then triggered this referee to blow the whistle. And I don't know what to call exactly.
Like the 6-arm pump.
But either way, Oregon has possession of the ball right now, so I'll take it. Sedona driving strong, comes down with a rebound again. With points being hard to come by right now, we got to hit these free throws. Right down the middle, good shot by Sedona hitting that first one. We've got to start as a tie game. With the opportunity to take the lead. Oh, just didn't know. All right, 9.5 minutes left, tie game, 34-34. There's an opportunity there. Just don't overstretch yourself here. Oregon kind of getting lost in some of its rotations right now.
Schaefer goes for it again. This time, not going to do it. Shrimp taking it back up for the Panthers. Looking for Peterson underneath, just overshot.
Peterson looking for that hole in that zone. Tough spot to find herself in. DeForest had both its bigs down there. Once the ball got there wasn't a lot of room for her to operate if she held in that pass. So it's a deep ball. It's going to go out of bounds back to the Panthers. We're going all the way back down. .59 to go. Tie game. Panthers inbounding Peterson. I'd like to see a ball screen here by the Panthers. I haven't seen a screen on the ball yet tonight. Good cut. Good finish.
Inside.
Yep. That's what you like to see. That's her game right there. Panthers got to get back, though. They got a 2-on-3 situation right now. Good job getting back. Now we got to rotate over, set it back up, communicate. Stay in front, stay in front. It's going to go on 10, Izzy Peterson. She came in, got a little late on the...
Yeah, Sedona's not happy about that foul.
No, that's a bad call. She stood straight up. That foul was on Peterson, who came down and slapped. Sedona stood straight up on that, so they got the wrong number on that. That's her third foul. That's a big foul. Shrimp with the Sedona cleaning it up. She's giving everything she's got. On those, comes down with another rebound. Went up with it just a little bit short.
There goes Mickelson again
Yep.
with her 10th point of the night.
She's a tough matchup inside. She's really good at getting her defender sealed, and DeForest is doing a good job of throwing the entry pass into her.
I'd like to remind you all that girls soccer season is coming up soon. So if you would like to try your hand at announcing or even recording girls soccer games, we'd love to have you join our team. It doesn't take much, I'm going to be honest. Just a basic knowledge of the sport will do just fine. And you know, if you're interested in trying something like this out, contact us via OCAmedia.com. Or stop in at the high school and ask how you can help. We'd love to have you. No commitments, no contracts, nothing like that. We're not going to make you call soccer for the next 5 years if you decide you want to try it once.
Shrimp looking, just not there.
Obviously, she's going to be a little winded after that. Megan Mickelson, off that play, picks up her third foul.
Her third. Officials doing the double hand signal again. That's where I think is more of like just a let's pause, shooting. Is that? Are we in the? Okay. Bonus. Okay. Caitlin Shrimp. There it is. Catches the front end of that rim. Is able to roll in. It's a big free throw right here, Sean. 7.5 to go. Down 1. Points hard to come by right now. There it is. Got ourselves a tie game. I'm going to sweat through my undershirt at this point. Take the charge.
Well, nobody told you to wear a hoodie here, Travis. That was your decision.
Just too fired up right now. I want this game. Panthers got to set it up. There's a shot in the corner. Stacks for 3. There we go. 1 point lead for Oregon, 41-40. Now you got to get back on defense. Peterson probably got away with a slap on that one. We'll take it. Shrimp, just take it to the rim. Nice finish.
Caitlin Shrimp
Tripping
got it.
over the defender. Let's go. There's a trap opportunity. Oh no, Sedona's going to pick up her 4th on the reach.
Ooh.
She just hit the wrist looking in.
Yeah, that spells trouble for number 33.
Yep. Spildy coming in for her right away. Going to need her down the stretch run.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 46 seconds left to play.
Yep.
Expect to see Sedona sit down for a couple minutes. Hopefully the Panthers will soldier on. Yeah, that's not good.
We got to get the team rebounding down there. We got to get in there with the rest of the team.
Spildy doing a good job tying that ball up.
Yeah, the Panthers, unfortunately, are just standing around on these rebounds. I think they're used to staying in their zone. And right now, I know you don't want to give out, like a pass to the outside. But at this point, if you're not rebounding, you gotta crash. Stat staying in front, slides the feet. Gotta get inside. Someone's gotta help out down there. Spildy's doing a good job. Ball's on the floor. Peterson does a good job getting down. DeForest getting a timeout in before we could get the ball tied up. Coach Wamsley not happy about it, but DeForest just had snagged the ball when the ref and the coach for DeForest calling the timeout, so he was on top of it.
Yeah, sometime that's going to happen, Yeah, Oregon just keeping a lead here, just by a little bit.
Yep, 43-40, 6 minutes to go. Like I said, I'm so nervous. I'm sweating through my shirt right now. The Panther rebounding is tough to come by right now. It's giving me a heart attack every possession. Sedona in foul trouble. That's big for the Panthers right now. Because DeForest is doing everything they can to get the ball to the inside, especially to 23 right now. That's Mickelson, I believe,
yes.
for DeForest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's carrying the offensive load for DeForest, and they're doing a really good job of getting her set up. Even right now, Ewell straight up.
Did they get Ewell or Spildy? Because Spildy was kind of behind Grundahl there. Yeah, they got Ewell.
I don't know what he saw. She was standing straight up. Even in the mic, I'm hearing someone else yelling straight up out here. I don't know where it's coming from, but my mic's picking it up. I really don't know. Like, those are the ones that are tough.
Yeah, Grundahl is just a hard player to defend. That's for sure.
All right, Panthers. I'd love to see a ball screen or something. I know they're in the zone, but something. Coach Walmsley directing traffic right now. You know, there was a time in high school basketball on actual offense, because there's no shot clock, it was actually just taking the ball and standing out at the top of the key against zone defenses or at half court.
Yeah.
And just not ever moving. I've seen teams stand there for like 6 minutes at a time.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, if you got a really tall player, you could theoretically just kind of hold it above everyone else. And if you're ahead, why not?
Ewell fires that one from 3. All right, if you're the Panthers, come away with a stop right here. Couldn't tell if that was tipped or not. Yeah, help. Ball's on the floor. Tie up. Jump ball, okay.
All possession goes to DeForest. Now for DeForest, Grace Shaw.
All right, Katie Isley going to be jumping in here. Sending out Jenna Stats.
You defend, get it to Mickelson.
Yeah, at this point, it's literally a two-man game for DeForest. Every possession, 33-23. That's where the ball is going every time. Sean, they're handing out hot dogs and pretzels and popcorn down there.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we're on the wrong level of the ozone sometimes, Travis.
Yep.
You know, they always come down to the bottom.
I was going to say, earlier in the season you said sometimes they bring that up to us.
That
hasn't occurred yet.
Well, see, I think it's if we shout out the Oregon boosters and the concessions over the stream, which we've been talking about the boosters. I don't know what's up, Travis, but, you know, one of these games, next week we'll get it.
Isley doing a good job fighting for that rebound. I know that's definitely one way if you want to support the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. If you come to the game, go to a concession stand. I make sure to at least get one Diet Mountain Dew every game.
Right. And, you know, if you're not hungry, buy us stuff.
Yep.
You know, we'll eat it.
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm a willing partner in that kind of a transaction.
Yeah, think of it as charity. I don't know if you can get tax-deductible receipts for salted pretzels, but we'll work something out there.
Feed me some Diet Dew. Isley picking up the foul. I didn't see a foul there from her, but 4 minutes to go. Panthers win a 1-point game. This is a nerve-wracking game for Michonne. I'm already losing my hair with games like these and that double overtime game last week and a game again tomorrow night. By the end of next season, I'm going to be bald. Panthers giving up a backdoor cut right there off the screen for a layup. Panthers got to move on offense. We got to get a possession. It's been a struggle this second half. Now, I know they've actually more than doubled their output from the, not more than double, but repeating the output from the first half, but trap in the corner.
Roth unable to get it out. Great job by Isley and Spildy.
Isley picking up a second foul.
Yeah.
It's not the bonus, so. All right, Sedona Roberts going to check back in last 3 minutes, 12 seconds of the game. It's going to be really important for her not to pick up that 5th foul. Just keep hands straight up. You know the ball's coming down at you.
Yeah. All the same, she's matched up with Grundahl, who now has even more incentive to play physical, try to knock Sedona out.
Yeah. Got to get some help. Watch 23 on the. Panthers getting beat on these backside cuts the last 2 possessions now. Now find themselves in a 3-point deficit. Stay in it, 1 possession at a time. Got to work through this zone though. Peterson has an opportunity.
Peterson takes it for the long 2.
Trap in the corner.
Peterson defending against Mickelson. The Panthers grab it down. Isley leading it off.
Rebound. Peterson gets it out. We've got to swing it. Coach Walmsley wanted to take the time. The Panthers had an opportunity, an extra pass or 2 to set up an open 3-point shot on the left side of the court. Sean, I'm worried about this 3-point deficit right now. The Panthers have been struggling to score here in these last few minutes.
Yeah, Oregon down 43 to DeForest 46. Just 2 minutes left to play in regulation. So, yeah, as far as that goes, Travis, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for the Panthers as far as this goes. They're having problems. Certainly Mickelson and Grundahl are not unstoppable, and yet, time after time they're having their struggles. The Panthers trying to lock them down.
Yep, it's been difficult. They're just giving the Panthers everything they can handle inside right now. Panthers struggling with rebounding. The Panthers should be probably in the lead right now, but they're not. So we've got to dig in, dig deep here. Have to get a bucket on this possession. This is really important. The first half, Oregon was knocking down threes. I don't know if we've hit a 3 here in the second half, other than I think maybe 1 or 2. Peterson for 3.
And she's got it. Izzy Peterson makes up the deficit just like that.
Got a tie game. Panthers fan section are on their feet again, once again intimidating this DeForest Norski team. So now we're tie game, minute 40. Shrimp's going to pull out the Gary Payton lockdown defense right now. That player did a good job getting the ball out of her hands. Shrimp is about to take that away. It's right there. Stay in front. Just stay in front of your man. There was an opportunity there. Don't reach and foul. Yep. Can't give up baseline now. We've got to look for help on the backside. There it is.
Roth is taking it to Grundahl, who kicks it out for Schaefer.
Just close out and recover.
Mickelson inside, and Jenna Stats has got it clean.
Getting a little nervous over there. All right, reset. It's still a tie game. There you go.
Second opportunity for the Norskis. Sedona ties it up this time.
Yep. It's hard to tell the players not to get overexcited about stuff, because I'm, like I said, I'm sweating through my clothes just watching the game. So
now, Travis, here we have an opportunity for that stand there and hold it tactic you were talking about earlier. Yep. 38 seconds left to go. Peterson taking it in. She's in trouble. Kicks it out to Stats, and
Coach Walmsley's like, time out.
Walmsley was not comfortable with that.
So this is where it's probably a good thing I'm not in coaching, Sean, because in a moment, I would either just be like gripping, like breaking my clipboard, or just I would be so nervous. Like
You'd be fun to watch if you did, though. You know, like you just have to have a stack of clipboards that you keep replacing every time you break one.
And it's not even like the players are doing anything wrong. It's just my anxiety would just.
Right. Yeah, you'd just slowly just be bending them in half, like every 5 minutes or so.
I don't know.
Coach Anderson's gone through another one.
I don't know if you're familiar with who Coach Jerry Tarkanian is. He's a famous coach in the 90s.
Okay. All right.
UNLV coach, coached like Larry Johnson, some of those players out there. But Fresno State. I'm thinking of Fresno State. Here again, I'm asking if you remember the guy, and I can't even remember what team he coached for. Anyways, he took on like the NCAA. Was in like a hot tub with players and stuff like that, and with agents and stuff. So it was kind of that murky college waters. Anyways, the point of what I'm getting at is he used to get so nervous during games he'd like be holding a towel in his mouth and stuff, just biting into the towel. Now he would say his mouth was dry, but let's be honest, it was a combination of yelling and anxiety. So.
Yeah, it's probably that good that guy was coaching before the age of memes. I feel like Twitter would have a field day with that.
Yeah.
Peterson just keeping it out of the hands of DeForest.
DeForest putting a lot of pressure. Peterson's holding on to this ball these last 2 times. There's twice where it almost got away from her here. Ewell's going to hold on to this. Look out for the trap, though. Look out for the trap.
Ooh, caught on the travel with 9 seconds left to go. This is not the position the Panthers want to be in. All DeForest has to do is score once, and it's very unlikely the Panthers can come back.
It's okay, though. I would have liked to see a little less dribbling out of the Panthers in that situation, but we're going to take a timeout here. 9.4 seconds to go. We'll set the table for you. It's a tie game. It's a playoff game. Possession arrow goes to the Panthers. Oregon, his next foul, I believe, is in the bonus, so we can't foul or anything. They go to the free throw line.
Right.
Pressure D right here. This is going to be interesting to see. Like Oregon over there, you could tell they were playing for that last possession. Got too busy just kind of dribbling around for the last 49 seconds there. It kind of felt like that whole 40 seconds, we kind of felt like we were a little out of control. We were a little stumbling around. I was having a heart attack that whole 40 seconds there. Panthers now got to regroup, forget about it, play some defense. You know they're going to take the last shot, make it be a tough look, and then go to overtime. It's tempting to go for the steal, but you don't want to get yourself out of position, give up an easy layup. Isley coming in here for the Panthers. She's been coming down with some clutch rebounds here. Panthers got their defensive lineup out on the court. They're going to deny ball.
Nicholson looking to inbound.
DeForest coach taking a timeout. He was
yeah, evidently he wasn't liking what he was seeing.
Yeah, I think
just
he was
right on the.
I think he was opting of basically, I'm gonna try to get this inbounded quick, otherwise I'm taking a timeout. We were getting close to the 5-second count. The referees checking with the scorers table. Do they have timeouts? All right. Well, I set the table in the last possession, so 9.1 seconds to go. Your season's on the line right here, Sean. If you're out on the floor right now, what are you thinking, Sean? Like, if you're a player, what's in your head?
I mean, as it is, DeForest has not really had much in the way of three-point shots. So if the Panthers can, give themselves some space, keep the Norskies away from the basket, just, make this a game of range, then, they can at least delay this and send it into overtime.
If you're Caitlin Shrimp, you got to watch 23 cutting to the basket right here.
And there goes Schaefer with the shot.
timeout. Panther players pretty emotional right now. There's still time on the clock. They got the timeout in.
I mean, barring a miracle, this is just about it for the Panthers.
Yeah, tough way if it ends right here. I don't know. There's probably about 2 seconds left on the clock when they got this, so. You know, this is where you wish it was the NBA, where you could advance the ball to half court right here.
No one's leaving yet.
All right,
1.5 seconds back on the clock. Jenna Stat's going to be inbounding. All the Panthers just kind of
They're going to look for a heave here.
waiting for the Hail Mary, and blocked.
It's okay. You know, I'd like to have a little bigger player for Stats, just with the size advantage for him. Coach Walmsley wants the ball just tossed over here. She can, as far as my knowledge is, she can run the baseline in this situation, I believe, after a made basket, even though there was a timeout. So Stats has space.
Right. Heaved up, intended for Ewell, bounces into the bleachers instead.
Tough fought game. Comes down to the very end. DeForest converts on that last play.
So with that, DeForest gets the ball back, and they just got to hold it. And the DeForest Norskies have taken this game 46-48, just by the slimmest of margins. The Badger North wins this regional game, and DeForest is going to be going on to another level.
That's just tough. Tough fought game either way. Sometimes the outcome isn't what you want. If you're the Panthers, your season comes to an end. Your seniors, kind of the last game. A lot of emotions out here. So
with that,
kind of tough. I mean, kind of that's the Panthers season in a nutshell, I would say. Every game hard fought, comes down to the end. They gave it everything they had an opportunity to win the game. Was not quite able to close it out, but again, that's just the way it goes. You come down to a one-possession ball game. Sometimes you just run out of time.
Right. Yeah, sometimes that's the way it goes. You know, the girls gave it their all tonight, and but at the end of the day, DeForest is walking away with the victory here.
Yep.
So, with that, there's still more Panther basketball left to go. The girls' season may have come to, a little bit of an end here, a nail-biter. We thank you all for tuning in for what it's been. But there's still more Panthers basketball if you're interested in watching the boys. Tomorrow, the boys are going to be here at 3 p.m., where they'll be taking on the Marshall Cardinals. Next Friday, also, the 22nd, it is their turn for regionals, and they'll be here in the O-Zone hosting Monona Grove. So, both of those games you'll definitely want to check out for yourself. And they'll be right back here on OCAmedia. Of course, we've still got weather events. So check our Facebook page for any updates on when our broadcasts are going to be. But with that, we all want to thank you here. We got a full OCAmedia crew tonight who thanks you all for tuning in. And from myself, Sean Bull, and Travis Anderson, we want to thank you all for tuning in to this broadcast of OCAmedia Sports. You all have a good night.
This program is made possible with the funding from our generous sponsors. Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, the Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. The Oregon School District, actively building competence, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonBoosters.com for details. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Torhorst Insurance, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Sonny's Kitchen, serving great coffee, delicious home-cooked meals, and award-winning desserts, located in the heart of Oregon. Oregon Tax and Accounting, serving the Oregon community since 2001. See Jim for all your small business and personal tax services. Firefly Coffee House and Artisan Cheese in the heart of downtown Oregon. Offering fresh bakery, daily lunch specials, soup and salads, along with hand-selected small batch Wisconsin cheese. Please visit our sponsors and be sure to thank them for supporting OCAmedia sports broadcasts of Panther Athletics. We'd love to have you as a sponsor. Drop us a note at OCAmedia.com. You are watching Panther Athletics on OCA Media. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Send us your game day photos. Use hashtag OCA Game Day.
I'm Dr. Aaron Schwab. I'm a general surgeon at Stoughton Hospital. GERD, or gastroesophageal reflux disease, is when stomach contents abnormally flow from the stomach back into the esophagus, and this can cause symptoms like heartburn, chest pain, and regurgitation. The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Hospital. Trusted care close to home.
At Oregon Community Bank, our purpose for over 38 years has been to serve our customers. Our goal is to help them improve their financial lives with innovative banking products and services, coupled with unparalleled customer service. Doing banking the right way, bringing our skills and expertise to improve the financial stability to individuals and businesses is how we have grown. We call this Feel Good Banking. So give us a call. Drop into one of our convenient branches or connect online at OregonCommunityBank.com. Feel good about banking again.
Thank you for the hydration station.
Thank you for the new soccer bags.
Thank you for the scorer's table.
Thank you, boosters.